based on the way Kyle Shanahan and George Kittle and the leaders of this team have talked about Brock Purdy this offseason, do you think they are sold on him as their franchise quarterback, at least for the next few years?
Yes. I think
so
they want him to start.
I think so too.
Look, and we saw it in the press conference how like Kyle was like, no, we checked. It's fine. It's good with him. It's good to rock and roll. I mean, this question becomes more intrigued now that he has the UCL injury. His elbow is like, especially his throwing arm, is kind of like shot right now with his surgery. So because without it, it's a foregone conclusion he's starting, right? It's going to pretty much the only way Trey can steal it from him is if Purdy plays bad. Or just like now he gets injured. This literally was the best case scenario. Not to say like he wishes for injury, but it's like this was the only way for him to get a shot, for him to show anything. And for his development and growth, he needed this. But even with this, I think it's still gonna be, hey, we're thinking of Brock in your mind. And this is why I say, look, Trey, this is the ball's in your hand, the ball's in your court. However much long Purdy's gone for, whether it's he starts beginning of training camp, he misses some, misses all. It feels like you're probably going to be the week 1 starter. And from there on out, you are going to have to do your utmost to hold on to that. You're going to have to build yourself a case. And you have to make it almost a clear-cut decision that you're the one after 4 or 5 games. Because if there's still doubt after those 3 to 4 games and you're winning, then you're going to get pulled at any time because Purdy's right then and there. And that's not even a guarantee. Trey can play okay and they're winning, but they can still see more and they can still insert Purdy because they can always say, oh, he's always been our guy. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of leeways for this guy. So Trey is like very, very short leash. Again, it's a bad card being dealt. He should get seen more. But again, they know what they have in Purdy. They think, assuming he's fine with his elbow and everything. But this is the way it's going to play out. This is their guy now. Purdy is their guy.
Well, we don't know physically. We don't know if he's even good enough or whatever, but I think they want him to be there. I
think in their mind, they're just like...
In their minds, it is. I totally agree.
I think to sway them.
I think really from Kyle's perspective, I don't know why he drafted Trey Lance, and I don't ever think he's really been excited about coaching mobile quarterbacks. I mean, he got Trey and RG3 hurt immediately. But what I do think he wants is a quarterback like Brock. I think Kyle Shanahan's ideal quarterback isn't Kirk. It's Drew Brees. He's talked about Drew Brees so much. And what Drew Brees was the most accurate and the fastest processor. He got the ball. He knew where to go with it immediately. The ball came out really quick. He was accurate. Did he have a strong arm? No, not particularly. Was he super mobile? No. He was decent. But those 2 things were off the charts. And I think Kyle feels if he could just have that type of quarterback, his offense would put up, it would be unstoppable. And I think he sees Brock in that mold. I mean, they kind of look like each other. Have you seen them standing side by side? It's like he's Drew Brees' son. It's amazing.
I think that picture was at the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was kind of funny.
It was super funny. So to me, I think Kyle feels like he finally has the style of quarterback he wants. That even though Brock may not be great, that Kyle doesn't need great, and
not physically gifted.
Brock is just a good fit for the scheme, which is the most important thing in Kyle Shanahan. The scheme, not the talent. He's got the scheme.
He's a fit. But I think he also has qualities that does give that they kind of wanted in Trey. Like, we don't have to work within the structure of the offense because we've seen him do that. Does he get a little sloppy at times with the typical, I'm going to roll left and do some weird 360? Yeah. And that's probably going to take some time to get snap out of. I don't think he's going to snap out of it this next season because he's pretty much going to rehab. How much legwork is he going to do? I think, this is why especially after he went on that run, the only way he had a chance to not being the guy in their minds that they wanted is, they were a 1st-round exit. But I mean, it's because of the way he played. It's also the reason why I thought he was warranted Offensive Rookie of the Year award is because it'd have been one thing if he just managed, came in there, kept them afloat, they won games and such. But it was the way he came in and did it. It wasn't just because he was the third string. It wasn't just because he was a 7th-round rookie. It was because of the way he was doing it. It was like, wow, we've never seen a 49ers offense with a explosive passing attack ever. They were favoring the pass more times than not with Purdy, which is crazy. It was like, wow, this offense is kind of fun. I'm getting tired of. I'm so happy I'm not able to predict what the play call was beforehand, like I was in Atlanta. It was like, hey, watch, run, pass. Like, no, that wasn't really so much the case with Purdy. And then you watch a guy who was actually taking advantage of the available targets. It's like, so that's what it's supposed to look like. You're just like, wow, okay, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, I get that. But I also feel like it's a lot like what happened with Jimmy Garoppolo when he first got here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, Niner fans are so desperate for a quarterback to be the one. And if not just fans, the team too. So if you get a guy who kills it for like 5, 6, 7, 8 games, they're like, boom, that's the one. It's like, yo, slow down. You made this mistake with Jimmy. You inaccurately judged a 7-game sample, and the consequence of that was he was on your team for 5 years longer than he should have been. I mean, he was here for more than half a decade. Are you going to make? Don't do that. Now, fortunately for the Niners, they don't have to give Brock an extension or anything, but like, don't write off Trey because you think you know something about Brock. You got 2 rookie quarterbacks. See what you got in both of them. But yeah, I think they're telling themselves, we got the guy. We got Drew Brees 2.0. He's perfect. He'll be back. He'll be here for the whole season. We're going to win the Super Bowl. What's the problem?
Kind of disappointed we're not going to see a competition. That would have been, even though I know they would have gave to Brock anyways. I think that would have been fun to watch, to write about.
It would have been fun to watch. Yeah, absolutely.
But now it's
how often do you ever get like true quarterback competitions in the offseason?
Especially the way it played out. This is unique. This is rare, which only would happen with the Kyle Shanahan 49ers. It's fitting.
Yeah.
Every year, their quarterback offseason news going into training camp in the season always ones up itself. Oh my God, it's crazy. Ever since 2020, it's crazy.
Kyle doesn't want that quarterback competition though. He doesn't want that quarterback competition though, because then the media makes the decision. The media shapes the narrative. You know, every fan is watching or knows the stats, the completion percentage, and has an opinion, and all of a sudden it's a controversial decision. I don't think. How often do these quarterback competitions actually happen today in the NFL? Very, very. I mean, maybe once a year, one team, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd like to see it though.
Even without media and the fan influence, I think Kyle still already had. That's what I'm saying. Purdy still would have had the leg up. It would have been a lot for Lance to overcome. So again, this is the best case scenario for his career because he needs it. He needs the reps, and he needs some momentum going into the season if he's going to be the starter.
He also needs some open-mindedness in the locker room because, you know, Brock Purdy may not be the same. He may not be the real deal anyway. Trey might be the Niners' best shot. Rally around him. It's freaking football. If you want him to have his best chance, rally around him. If you want him to fail, let him pick himself up after sacks. Do that.
They need that auto aim mindset where just auto aim onto whoever your starting quarterback is and support them. Don't be snarky, like undermining, like, you know, jerk.
Your job is to support the quarterback, not to have an opinion about who should play. George,
because ultimately they're both in there to help you win. Don't talk about, like, you know, come on. I think at this point, like, Purdy was better than Garoppolo. You guys are proven wrong about Garoppolo when Purdy stepped in. So I mean, what's Trey Lance going to? I doubt Trey Lance is going to be much worse than Garoppolo is.
Yeah. Jose says Grant is the GOAT. It's so true. The greatest of all time. Thank you so much.
That's not what
I don't know. Yeah, what did he really say there? That was code.